Here on NewsX World, but we move on now, and at least 100 people have died in the Dominican Republic after a nightclub roof collapsed. The tragic incident occurred during a crowded event, leaving many others injured. Among the victims were notable figures such as Nelsie Cruz, the sister of Major League Baseball star Nelson Cruz, and former Major League Baseball pitcher Octavio Dotel. Rescue teams have been working around the clock to find survivors in the rubble. The collapse occurred around midnight during a performance by merengue singer Rubby Pérez, who remains unaccounted for. Authorities are investigating the cause, though details on the building's last inspection remain unclear. President Luis Abinadar has expressed his condolences as crowds gathered outside the nightclub anxiously waiting for news of their loved ones. Rescue operations continue as families hold on to hope. Here is what some of the victims' family members have said.
¿Has sabido algo?
Hay gente que está en la clínica y no lo han identificado. Nosotros vamos para allá. Hay un video que sale donde ella está saliendo. Y me dice que hay gente que está en el baño también atrapado, pero yo sé que ella está bien. Yo tengo fe.
Tenemos aquí unas amistades, sobrinas, primas, unos amigas y amigos que estaban en los escombros, que están en los escombros porque aún no están en la lista ni de trasladados al hospital ni de fallecidos. Y esperamos por ellos,
Well, staying with us is Gautam Mukherjee, a senior journalist from New Delhi, to discuss these developments. Gautam, thank you very much for staying with us. Of course, the information that we're getting is still not a full picture, but with over 100 deaths now recorded. How is this incident going to be felt across not just the Dominican Republic, but also across the world, given the sheer level of death that we've seen?
Well, the Dominican Republic is featuring more and more in terms of American tourists, particularly youngsters who go there because it is a party place and much cheaper for them to have a good time. But unfortunately, recently an Indian student, 20 years old, went missing. Till now, we do not know whether she died or whether she was abducted. A roof of a nightclub collapsing like this only goes to show that these places are neither safe nor built properly nor checked, and over 100 people have died, over 160 more are injured, including the performers. It is a very sad story. You get similar things happening, from Europe. People go to Spain, to Ibiza, and you've had fires and things of this sort over there as well, in what are essentially party places which are none too well configured in terms of their facilities and their construction. The same thing happened also in Bali some time back, where the Australians go because it's very close to them, a 3-hour flight away, similar to Ibiza. And the Dominican Republic is the latest in this trend of places that attract a lot of visitors without looking into their facilities and safety measures.
Yes, Gautam Mukherjee, that is all that we have time for on this discussion. We will, of course, continue to look at the investigations that follow this tragic incident involving hundreds of people in the Dominican Republic. We move on, and China has firmly